Pink hearts, red eyes, white tulips, excess. Many people were asking about who they are and what they represent. Despite the fact that I'm a big fan of letting people explore and get the message by themselves, younger audience seems to have problems with it. In order to not answer every single comment asking about it, let's go into it and explain it. Reminder: people are allowed to have their own interpretation as well. If you have a different look at them, it's okay. I would be glad and happy to read it. Remember, all opinions are valid. Please be polite to each other in comments. Pink hearts. In short, Twitter in a nutshell. This is kind of fake friend that, for example, always complains to you, but when you need them, they sadly have something else or disappear forever. They claim they are good people and they are here for you, only to spread gossip behind your back. They can also be considered to be easy to manipulate, something like blind fans. If someone popular or in power influence that a person is an evil, they won't check anything, they will just attack and harass. They are very easily offended, and after that offense, they rarely forgive. They hold grudges. Of course, this is just in general. There are pink hearts that are meaner and kinder. The most important is pink hearts can turn into white tulips or red eyes. They can change, realize their behavior was awful and actually change. Red eyes. They are the ones who usually lead the pink hearts. I see them as influential individuals. They are usually in the position of power. In most cases, they also know how to use it for their advantage. This does not mean that every one of them is also a judge or the head of a large corporation. It could be a school principal, the chef, the class president, that one person in a group of friends who organizes meetings and solves problems. Are they bad or they are good? There is no clear answer. They are more neutral. Of course, there are ones who go to more evil side and ones who goes to good side. It depends on the case. They judge people with their big eye. Despite being good observators, they tend to pass the judgment quickly. Some are more likely to admit, and others will never say in their lives that they made a mistake. You know, when you're judgmental, you don't want to see as a hypocrite. They really care about their reputation. White tulips. We have the bad ones, the most neutral ones, and then we have the good ones. White tulips are the most kind and honest people. It's that one good friend who actually listened to you and you felt better after conversation. The therapist who helped you with your inner problems. That elderly grandmother who out of the blue started telling you about her life and turned out to be the nicest person you have ever met. Of course, just like red eyes, white tulips are not perfect. They can be naive, to get into troubles. Some, when helping, are very impulsive and loud about it, which can disrupt others. They can have good intention, but explain it poorly. Others may have a little sins behind their backs. Unfortunately, just as good people are exploited in real life, white tulips are often exploited by pink hearts. Pink hearts use them as their free psychologist or as a free labor to do things for them. However, keep in the back of your mind that also white tulips can change for the worse or for the better. Excess. Here will be the most short to explain. They are nameless. They are strangers you are unable to categorize. We know that we are humans and we like to judge people just by sight. For example, oh, this one looks to me like a horrible person who most likely only do makeup and care about herself. Or this person is definitely a typical muscleman who listens to metal. However, some people look like typical NPCs to us. All we know is, okay, they are stranger to me. I don't know anything about them. They are not unique, they are not interesting, they are just here. Or, from the other perspective, a person we just don't care for because, for example, you don't know how to talk to each other or have no common interest. Like that one classmate you sometimes talk to at the break, but basically this is where your relationship ends. But remember, X can change too. And that's the main lesson from this video. Exes, tulips, eyes, hearts, they are people. Imagine like under those X's or I's are OCs with their own backstory, like at the end of I Had Enough. As in the real world, it's easier to categorize people, but underneath those patches, people have their own history and personality. Of course, we'll not discover everyone. We wouldn't have so many years of life to delve into every single story and take off the mask of X's and tulips. We just don't have that much time in our life. Remember one thing too. It doesn't matter whenever pink heart or red eye or white tulip. Any of them can be survivor of abuse. Everyone can be a victim.